We are kicking off our countdown at number 1 with the strategic powerhouse Dynasty Warriors 9 Empires. This title revitalizes the classic formula by blending the signature 1 versus 1,000 combat with deep political simulation mechanics that allow you to conquer ancient China through diplomacy and siege warfare. Unlike the base game, this expansion focuses heavily on castle sieges, where you must command units and utilize secret plans to turn the tide of battle effectively. The visuals are significantly improved on PC, offering crisp textures and stable frame rates that make every chaotic encounter feel incredibly immersive and responsive. It allows you to create your own officer and live out a unique historical fantasy, which adds endless replayability for fans of the genre. Moving on to number 2, we have the stylish and reinvented Samurai Warriors 5. This entry completely overhauled the visual style of the series, adopting a vibrant, cel-shaded aesthetic that looks like a traditional Japanese painting come to life in motion. The storyline reimagines the events leading up to the Honnoji incident, focusing intensely on the relationship between Nobunaga Oda and Mitsuhide Akechi, with a more grounded and gritty narrative approach. Combat has been refined to be faster and more fluid than ever before, with new ultimate skills that can wipe out hundreds of soldiers in a single flash of steel. It stands as one of the most polished and visually distinct Musou games available on Steam right now, making it an essential play for anyone who appreciates feudal Japanese history. At number 3, we find the massive crossover event, Warriors Orochi 4 Ultimate. If you ever wanted to see characters from Dynasty Warriors and Samurai Warriors team up to fight Greek and Norse gods, then this is the absolute peak of that chaotic fantasy. The game boasts a Guinness World Record for the most playable characters in a hack-and-slash game, giving you an overwhelming number of options to build your dream team of 3 heroes. The addition of Sacred Treasures adds a new layer of magical attacks to the standard combos, allowing for screen-clearing spectacles that are dazzling to behold. The Ultimate expansion adds even more story content and infinite modes, ensuring that you have hundreds of hours of content to grind through while leveling up your favorite legendary generals. Landing at number 4 is the anime spectacle One Piece Pirate Warriors 4. This game captures the explosive energy of the source material perfectly by introducing aerial combos that let you juggle enemies in the air for extended periods without ever touching the ground. The Titan mode allows you to play as massive characters like Kaido and Big Mom, transforming the battlefield into a destructible playground where buildings crumble under your attacks. The story covers major arcs up to the Wano Country saga, providing a great way for fans to relive the most hype moments of the series with high-fidelity graphics. It is arguably the best anime adaptation in the Musou genre because it prioritizes fun and speed over complicated mechanics, making it accessible yet satisfyingly deep for hardcore players. Coming in at number 5 is the stylish action RPG Persona 5 Strikers. While it carries the Persona name, this is a full-fledged action game developed by Omega Force that brilliantly translates the turn-based mechanics of the original into real-time combat. You still use personas and hit elemental weaknesses, but now you are doing it while mowing down hordes of shadows in the streets of various Japanese cities. The jazz-infused soundtrack and slick user interface remain intact, creating an experience that feels incredibly premium and distinct from other Warriors titles. The narrative serves as a direct sequel to Persona 5, offering a road trip storyline that is heartwarming and exciting. It strikes a perfect balance between tactical decision-making and pure button-mashing adrenaline. At number 6, we have the narrative-driven Fate Samurai Remnant. This title takes a different approach by blending the Musou-style combat with a heavy emphasis on exploration and storytelling within the Fate universe, set in Edo period Japan. You control Miyamoto Iori and his servant Saber as they navigate the waxing moon ritual, engaging in battles that feel more intimate and duel-focused than traditional horde games. The combat system requires you to switch stances and utilize magic strategically, rather than just mindlessly attacking, giving it a unique rhythm. The attention to historical detail in the environment is breathtaking, making it a joy to simply walk around the towns. It is a fantastic entry point for those who want a strong plot alongside their action gameplay. Number 7 introduces us to the vibrant world of Dragon Quest Heroes 2. This game does a phenomenal job of merging the charm and RPG systems of Dragon Quest with the mass combat of a Warriors game, resulting in a delightful adventure. You explore a seamless open world, filled with monsters to battle and secrets to uncover, which is a significant departure from the mission-based structure of most Musou games. The ability to switch between 4 characters on the fly allows for diverse combo chains and strategic party management during tough boss fights. The monster medal system lets you summon creatures to fight by your side, or even transform into them, adding a fun tactical layer. It is colorful, polished, and incredibly fun to play, making it a standout title in the Musou library. Crashing in at number 8 is the brutal and bloody Berserk in the Band of the Hawk. This adaptation embraces the dark tone of the manga, delivering the most visceral and violent gameplay in the entire Musou lineup. You play as Guts and other key characters, cutting through enemies with such weight and impact that you can practically feel the bones breaking with every swing of the Dragon Slayer sword. The game covers the Golden Age arc through the Hawk of the Millennium Empire arc, providing a substantial amount of story content for fans. The transformation mechanics allow you to unleash the Berserker armor for devastating power that shreds everything on screen. It is a cathartic experience that perfectly captures the desperate struggle and raw power fantasy of the Berserk series. At number 9, we have the high-speed digital warfare of Fate Extella Link. This sequel improves upon its predecessor in every way, offering faster movement mechanics and significantly upgraded visuals that make the servants look better than ever. The game features a large roster of servants from various Fate properties, each with unique, flashy noble phantasms that can decimate entire armies in seconds. The sector control gameplay is fast-paced, requiring you to zip across the battlefield instantly to defend territories and complete objectives. It leans heavily into the power fantasy aspect, allowing you to feel like an unstoppable heroic spirit. The story is lighter, but the gameplay loop is so addictive and smooth that it keeps you coming back for just one more battle. Number 10 brings the verticality with Attack on Titan 2 Final Battle. While not a traditional ground-based Musou, this game captures the one versus many dynamic perfectly as you zip through the air using omnidirectional mobility gear to slice the napes of massive titans. The sensation of speed and freedom of movement is unmatched, allowing you to navigate destructible city environments and forests with incredible precision. The Final Battle expansion adds firearms and new story content, covering the 3rd season of the anime, expanding the arsenal significantly. It requires more skill and timing than your average hack-and-slash game, as you must manage your gas and blade durability while dodging lethal attacks. It is a thrilling adaptation that makes you feel like a true scout. At number 11 is the bouncy and chaotic Senran Kagura Estival Versus. Beneath its fan service exterior lies a surprisingly competent and fast-paced brawler that allows you to juggle endless waves of enemies with aerial raves and ninja arts. The game features a massive roster of shinobi girls, each with distinct fighting styles and transformation sequences that power them up mid-battle. The shinobi transformation mechanic not only changes the outfit, but also refills health and boosts damage, allowing for strategic turnarounds. It embraces its absurdity wholeheartedly, delivering a colorful and energetic experience that is simply fun to play. The horde clearing satisfaction is high, and the multiplayer modes add extra longevity for those who want to test their skills against others. Number 12 is the mecha mayhem of SD Gundam Battle Alliance. This action RPG takes the massive scale of Gundam and shrinks it down into adorable yet deadly mobile suits that tear through armies of enemies across distorted timelines. You lead a squad of 3 mobile suits into battle, customizing them with parts and skills to suit your playstyle, whether that is melee-focused or long-range bombardment. The combat is weightier than typical Musou games, emphasizing timing, perfect guards, and combo breakers to survive against tough bosses. It covers a vast history of the Gundam franchise, allowing you to pilot iconic units from the original series all the way to iron-blooded orphans. It is a love letter to mecha fans that offers deep customization and satisfying robotic destruction. Coming in at number 13 is the insect squashing shooter Earth Defense Force 6. While it swaps swords for guns, it perfectly captures the spirit of Musou games by throwing literally thousands of giant ants, spiders, and aliens at you to destroy. The sheer scale of the chaos is unparalleled as buildings topple around you and the sky fills with enemy drones while you fire massive rockets and lasers. The class system offers distinct playstyles, from the standard ranger to the flying wing diver and the heavy-hitting fencer, ensuring there is a way for everyone to contribute to the war effort. It is pure B-movie cheese in video game form, offering mindless fun that becomes incredibly intense on higher difficulty levels. The sense of overwhelming odds makes victory feel earned. At number 14, we have the Zombie Swarm Simulator World War Z Aftermath. This game utilizes a proprietary engine to render hundreds of zombies on screen simultaneously, climbing over each other in terrifying waves, just like in the movie. You and your squad must use heavy weaponry, explosives, and defensive structures to hold back the tide of undead in various locations around the globe. The gore system is incredibly detailed, allowing you to target specific limbs and see the damage reflected on the horde in real time. The first-person mode added in Aftermath makes the experience even more immersive and terrifying. It satisfies that itch for mowing down thousands of enemies, but requires teamwork and resource management to survive the onslaught. Number 15 is the gritty cooperative slasher Warhammer 40,000 Darktide. Set in the hive city of Tertium, you engage in visceral melee and ranged combat against hordes of corrupted cultists and demons. The melee combat is exceptionally satisfying, with a palpable sense of weight as your chainsword tears through flesh and armor. You must work together with your team to manage crowds and take down elite enemies that can incapacitate you in seconds. The atmosphere is thick with the grim, dark aesthetic of the 40K universe, supported by an incredible industrial soundtrack. It captures the desperate last stand feeling of a Musou game, but wraps it in a high-fidelity first-person package that is intense and rewarding. At number 16 is the galactic sensation Helldivers 2. This third-person shooter took the world by storm by throwing players into massive battles against endless swarms of bugs and robots in the name of managed democracy. The sheer number of enemies you face at once rivals any Warriors game, requiring you to use orbital strikes and heavy weaponry to thin the herd. The physics-based gameplay leads to hilarious and chaotic moments where friendly fire is just as dangerous as the enemy. It emphasizes the feeling of being a small soldier in a massive war where you are constantly outnumbered and outgunned. The community-driven galactic war creates a sense of shared purpose that makes every mission feel important. Number 17 is the stunning action RPG Granblue Fantasy Relink. This game features combat that is fast, fluid, and visually spectacular, allowing you to chain attacks with your party members to unleash devastating link attacks. While it focuses more on boss encounters, the levels often throw waves of enemies at you that you can clear with satisfying area of effect skills. The roster of characters is diverse, offering everything from dual-wielding swordsmen to magic users and heavy hitters. The visual fidelity is top tier, with an anime art style that looks gorgeous in motion. It captures the feeling of playing a high-budget anime episode, where the action never stops and every attack looks like a finisher. At number 18 is the philosophical masterpiece Nier Automata. While known for its story, the combat design by Platinum Games offers a slick and responsive hack-and-slash experience that lets you destroy hundreds of machine life forms. You can switch between weapon sets on the fly, dodging through projectiles and countering enemies with perfect timing. The mixture of gameplay styles, including bullet hell and side-scrolling sections, keeps the experience fresh throughout the runtime. The animations are incredibly smooth, making 2B dance across the battlefield as she dismantles robots with grace and precision. It is an artistic achievement that also happens to have some of the most satisfying combat mechanics in the genre. Number 19 is the stylish Demon Hunter Devil May Cry 5. This game represents the pinnacle of the character action genre, offering a combat system that is deep, expressive, and incredibly rewarding to master. You play as 3 different characters, each with completely unique mechanics that allow you to style on demons in creative ways. The R engine delivers photorealistic graphics that make the grotesque enemy designs and flashy particle effects pop off the screen. While the enemy count is lower than a traditional Musou, The satisfaction of clearing a room of demons with an SSS rank combo is unmatched. It is pure adrenaline from start to finish, with a soundtrack that dynamically changes based on how well you are playing.
And number 20 is the high-octane Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance. This game allows you to play as a cyborg ninja who can literally slice anything in the game world into hundreds of tiny pieces with the blade mode mechanic. The parry system encourages aggressive play, allowing you to stand your ground against massive metal gears and hordes of cyborg soldiers. The soundtrack is legendary, featuring vocal tracks that kick in during boss fights to elevate the hype to impossible levels. It is a short but incredibly intense experience that focuses on pure action and spectacle. The feeling of running up the side of a building while dodging missiles is something you won't find anywhere else.
Number 21 is the witchy action classic Bayonetta. This title defined the modern hack-and-slash genre with its witch time mechanic, which slows down time upon a perfect dodge, allowing you to punish enemies freely. The combat is fluid and sexy, allowing you to link punches, kicks, and pistol shots into endless combos that culminate in massive torture attacks. The set pieces are over the top, often having you fight bosses on falling clock towers or while surfing on a missile. It exudes style and confidence, offering a combat system that is easy to pick up but difficult to master. It is a timeless classic that remains one of the best action games on Steam. At number 22 is the legendary Ninja Gaiden Master Collection. This collection brings together 3 of the most challenging and rewarding action games ever made. You play as Ryu Hayabusa, facing off against relentless waves of ninjas and fiends that will punish every mistake you make. The combat is incredibly fast, requiring split-second reactions and mastery of your weapon's moveset to survive. The dismemberment system in the second game adds a visceral layer to the combat, as enemies will continue to fight even after losing limbs. It is a true test of skill for action game fans, offering a level of intensity and precision that few modern games can match. Number 23 is the brain-punk action RPG Scarlet Nexus. You play as a psychic soldier capable of using psychokinesis to lift cars and debris to hurl at strange enemies known as Others. The combat mixes fast-paced melee attacks with these psychic powers, creating a unique rhythm where you weave in and out of combat. The dual protagonist system allows you to experience the story from 2 different perspectives, doubling the replay value. The visual style is striking, blending anime aesthetics with surreal horror elements in the enemy designs. It offers a fresh take on the action genre with a combat system that feels empowering and distinct. At number 24 is the beautifully animated Tales of Arise. This entry in the long-running series revitalized the combat system, making it more accessible and dynamic than ever before. You control a party of freedom fighters, engaging in real-time battles that allow for spectacular combos and tag-team boost attacks. The boost strike mechanic lets you trigger massive finishing moves that wipe out regular enemies instantly, keeping the pacing fast. The graphics are stunning, using a watercolor shader that makes the world look like a painting. It balances a grand emotional story with combat that is consistently fun and flashy, making it one of the best action RPGs on the market. Finally, at number 25 is the Monkey King himself in Black Myth Wukong. This game took the world by storm with its stunning visuals and tight combat mechanics, inspired by Journey to the West. While it leans towards the Souls-like genre, the combat allows for aggressive playstyles, using the magical staff and transformation abilities to handle groups of enemies. The enemy variety is staggering, with unique designs drawn from Chinese mythology that are brought to life with incredible detail. The boss fights are cinematic spectacles that challenge your reflexes and strategic thinking. It is a graphical showcase for high-end PCs and delivers a satisfying action experience that lives up to the immense hype.